बैग ना कितना चैंटिंग बैग है हरे कृष्ण కొంచెం దూరం తీసుకెళ్ళి హరే వెనకాల సౌండ్ అడ్జస్ట్ చేయండి హరే కృష్ణ బెటర్ హరే కృష్ణ యూట్యూబ్లో టెస్ట్ చేయండి ఒక్క ఖాళీ చైర్ ఇస్తాను అది పెట్టుకోండి అది ఉన్నదిలేండి డోంట్ రీజన్ కర్తాలు जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजनंदन यमुना श्रवण सारी यशोदानंदन यशोदानंदन ब्रजनंदन यमुना श्रवण सारी यशोदानंदन जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजनंदन यमुना श्रवण सारी यशोदानंदन हरे कृष्णा हरे Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Sitaram, 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 Jaya Lakshmana Hanuman. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol. श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की, श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, श्री गौर निताय की, श्री राधा मदन मोहन की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रील गुरुदेव की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, निताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंद। हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। लिटिल लाउडर। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nukum karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripahatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Pavitro Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gatopi Va Yat Smaret Pundarikakshah Sahabhya Bhyantaram Suchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Srimad Bhagavatam ki I'm reading from 1 to 8. Canto 1, Chapter 2, Verse 8. If you can open it in your mobiles, you can do so. Vedabase.com. Vedabase.com. Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 8. Dharma sanusthita pumsam. Dharma swanusthita pumsam. Vishwaksena kathayashu. Vishwaksena kathayashu. One second. Yeah. Na utpadayet yadi ratim. Na utpadayet yadi ratim. Shrama eva hi kevalam. Shrama eva hi kevalam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Please repeat after me. Translation. The occupational activities a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the personality of Godhead. The occupational activities a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the personality of Godhead. Purport. I'll read the purport. Please attentively hear. There are different occupational activities in terms of a man's different conceptions of life. To the gross materialist who cannot see anything beyond the gross material body, there is nothing beyond the senses. Therefore, his occupational activities are limited to concentrated and extended selfishness. Concentrated selfishness centers around the personal body. This is generally seen amongst the lower animals. Extended selfishness is manifested in human society and centers around family, society, community, nation, and world with a view to gross bodily comfort. Above those gross materialists are the mental speculators who hover aloof in the mental spheres, and their occupational duties involve making poetry and philosophy or propagating some ism with the aim of selfishness limited to the body and the mind. But above the body and mind is the dormant spirit soul, whose absence from the body makes the whole range of bodily and mental selfishness completely null and void. But less intelligent people have no information of the needs of the spirit soul. Because foolish people have no information of the soul and how it is beyond the purview of the body and mind, they are not satisfied in the performance of their occupational duties. The question of the satisfaction of the self is raised herein. The self is beyond the gross body and the subtle mind. He is the potent active principle of the body and mind. Without knowing the need of the dormant soul, one cannot be happy. Simply with emolument of the body and mind, the body and mind are but superfluous outer coverings of the spirit soul. The spirit soul's needs must be fulfilled. Simply by cleansing the cage of the bird, one does not satisfy the bird. One must actually know the needs of the bird himself. The need of the spirit soul is that he wants to get out of the limited sphere of material bondage and fulfill his desire for complete freedom. He wants to get out of the covered walls of the greater universe. He wants to see the free light and the spirit. That complete freedom is achieved when he meets the complete spirit, the personality of Godhead. There is a dormant affection for God within everyone. Spiritual existence is manifested through the gross body and mind in the form of perverted affection for gross and subtle matter. Therefore, we have to engage ourselves in occupational engagements that will evoke our divine consciousness. This is possible only by hearing and chanting the divine activity of the Supreme Lord, and any occupational activity which does not help one to achieve attachment for hearing and chanting the transcendental message of Godhead is said herein to be simply a waste of time. This is because our occupational duties, whatever ism they may belong to, cannot give liberation to the soul. Even the activities of the salvationists are considered to be useless because of their failure to pick up the fountainhead of all liberties. The gross materialist can practically see that his material gain is limited only to time and space, either in this world or in the other. Even if he goes up to the Swargaloka, he will find no permanent abode for his hankering soul. The hankering soul must be satisfied by the perfect scientific process of perfect devotional service. Translation: the occupational activities a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sukadev Goswami ki jai, Parikshit Maharaj ki jai, Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande. I know it's getting hotter and hotter. Padmavati is asking, should we keep the class outside or inside? Inside there will be AC. Then I told, if you keep inside, everybody will sleep. If you keep outside, there is opportunity that they might be awake. Especially when I am speaking, it's very important people find some motivation to hear. Because I am not any good speaker or anything. But we are trying to repeat the message of Srimad Bhagavatam. Here Vyasdev, through Sukadev Goswami, Sukadev Goswami is repeating the words of Vyasdev in Srimad Bhagavatam, is saying that we performing any duty on this world, we performing any duty in this world, I'm repeating it again, we performing any duty in this world, if that activity does not increase our motivation and interest to hear Hari Katha, then it is a waste of time. What activity? Any activity. This you should remember. Any occupation. Wife, husband, child, parent, manager, contractor, conductor, collector, right? Police, judge, lawyer. What are the activities are there? Software engineer, doctor. What other activities are there? Teacher, barber, right? So there's so many, right? Goldsmith, farmer, Brahmin, even a Brahmin who is doing rituals, right? Even a Brahmin. What other activities you can think of? Terrorist. That is also occupation only these days, isn't it? Naxalites. Who else? Huh? Water this. Farmer. Yes, I told farmer. Yes. Yeah. Devotee. Even devotee. If this ultimately does not create interest in hearing about Lord Hari, Shrama eva hi kevara. Remember this. Very heavy statement. Right? Very, very heavy statement. If somebody give me a YouTube, I want to play something of Prabhupada. 2 minutes. Anybody? Your time starts now. Thank you. Okay. Videos.
Our acharyas, they took it. Srimad Bhagavatam, Vedartha Parinigita. For that, Srimad Bhagavatam is also made by another country. There was a challenge that the Gauriya Sampradaya has no commentary on the Vedanta Sutra.
I wanted to play and explain the mood of our Acharya. Recently in you can get some. Yeah, just keep it going. Recently in Aratta I sent a Prabhupada lecture. Somebody has that link? I think everything belongs to Krishna or Sankirtan. Why Sankirtan is Jiva Dharma? Wait a second. So here I'm going to play 1 minute clip of Prabhupada. And you will understand how merciful is Prabhupada, how much he loves all of us and how much he is trying to explain it as clearly as possible. Here Prabhupada is telling in this small 1 minute that in preaching we should tell the truth as it is, without any compromise. Because diluted preaching is not going anywhere. So of course he can do. We have to take one step down and we have to explain, but Prabhupada is pure. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Supreme Lord himself, when he met this, sorry, it went away, sorry. Yeah, when he met this Muslim person, he asked him, what kind of religion are you following? You are eating your mother and father. What kind of religion is that? Where you eat your mother and father? Sit in the front, Mataji. It's easy. Yeah, I'll take it. So, Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is preaching like that to a Muslim, a big king in those days. Then what kind of religion are you following? You are eating your mother and father. Cow is your mother. You are taking milk of that cow, and you are. No, I don't need this one. Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna. I had enough of. No. Right? So here Prabhupada is trying to explain that. Just hear it out. I'll go 1 minute early and I'll play so that you get the context.
First of all, there is no means. Everyone can conduct. There is no means. It requires huge amount of money. Here it is said that Bhuri Dakshina. Bhuri means unlimited amount. Bhuri means very great. So there is no money. Like that, there is expert Brahman also who can conduct such sacrifices. Because
here Prabhupada is talking about doing yajna is not possible these days. Because nobody has that kind of money. Nobody knows that kind of brahmanas are not there who will perform pure yajna.
You must chant the Vedic mantra so perfectly that in a horse or a cow is put into the fire, it will come out with a new life. That is a test. The Sadhakaji, Muslim magistrate, he also challenged Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what is your this religion? You are eating your father and mother. Direct. Not that you are talking with the magistrate. You should be a little respectful. No. In a spiritual matter, everything is spoken flatly. No compromise. Just like we say, you are not a Krishna conscious person, then you are arrested. That's all. You may be a president, that doesn't matter. But because you are not Krishna conscious, you are arrested. There is no compromise. No. He is a big man. How he is speaking. We say everywhere. When so many scientists come, I say, you are rascal, you are demon. I say, and they tolerate. I prove that he is a rascal. I prove that he is a rascal, he is a demon. Then he tolerates, yes. We have got sufficient strength to prove any materialistic man to prove that he is a rascal. That is possible. But even as a Shakti child, if one is practically removed your Lord, he doesn't care. Even the personalities like Didi means Lord Brahma. Vidimandadishta Kichayate means such great personality are taken by a perfect devotee as ordinary insect. As ordinary insect has no value. Similarly, anyone, however great he may be in this material world, if he is not God conscious, he is no better than the insect.
Hare Krishna. This is our Acharya. Our Acharya is not telling anything indirectly. That is why he is Acharya. If you understood, you see, new people here might think, hey, what kind of guru is he? He is telling rascal and all. But who will shout at you? People who care for you will shout at you, isn't it? Our parents shout at us. Why? They care for us. They are the only people who care for us. That is why they shout. They become well-mannered in the house. Do namaste to people who come. Pay obeisances. Why do parents teach this again and again and again? Because nobody else will teach. This neighbor doesn't care how we will become. Parents care. But a child who doesn't understand this is right. He has to understand. Why is my parent doing this to me? In the same way, when we don't understand why our Guru is taunting us like this, why Sudev Goswami is saying like this, Shrama eva hi kevalam, no matter what occupation you are in, if you are not trying to become God conscious, if you are not developing attraction for Krishna Katha, if you are not developing attraction for chanting the names of God, then all our activities are Shrama eva hi kevalam. Very, very important shloka in Bhagavatam 1-8. Lot of people, they like meditation. You tell them to meditate, they'll immediately go and meditate. Anywhere. Agricultural field or a bathroom also. They'll sit and meditate. What did you achieve? After that meditation, what did you achieve? Did you develop any attraction to hear Harikatha? No. Then what is it? Shrama eva hi kevalam. It's gone waste. Target is not achieved. The whole human life is to develop attraction to hear Harikatha. Prabhuji, I don't have right now. Good. You diagnose the disease. At least you know that you are diseased. Right? This is the starting point. Prabhu, I don't have attraction. As soon as class starts, I start browsing my mobile. As soon as class starts, I'll feel sleepy. As soon as class starts, I feel I already heard this. As soon as class starts, I feel it's a repetition of the same thing. Tell me some nice joke. As soon as class starts, where is entertainment? Gaur Gopal Prabhu's class is good. Because he's a joker. He's reduced to a joker today. Unfortunate. People are not hearing what he's saying. Kab joke marega? When will he tell the joke? Right? He tells jokes, but to keep us in the class, so we'll hear the class. But if you are only waiting for the joke, then you become a joke. Right? So, Shrama eva hi kevalam. How serious matter is this? How serious matter is this? We can be in Krishna Bhakti. We can come to the satsang. We are in the satsang. We are participating in the satsang. We are most known person in the satsang. Most popular person in the satsang. We might be giving lecture. But if I don't have attraction to hear, Shrama eva hi kevalam. Our ego can be satisfied by many activities. Sometimes so-called devotional activities also. I do Abhishekam every day. I am telling to 10 people, I am doing Abhishekam every day. I chant 64 rounds every Ekadashi. 128 rounds I chant every Ekadashi. Are you developing attraction to chant? Are you developing attraction to hear Krishna Katha? No. Shrama eva hi kevalam. Does it mean I should stop chanting? No. This shloka is not for telling others. This shloka is for internal contemplation. This is for us to think. Where am I going? Where is this whole journey taking me? Am I giving that quality time to hear? Prabhuji and Mataji, as good as your hearing, as good will be your chanting. Not reverse. As good as my chanting, as good as my hearing, we are not capable of proper chanting also. The only activity which we are still capable are to hear, Shravana. That we can do. Problem is, we like to hear gossip than Krishna Katha. But when we hear Krishna Katha, more and more we hear Krishna Katha, we develop attraction for it. And when we develop attraction for Krishna, then we want to chant his names. It's reverse. Right? That's why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj said, the most important activity of my disciples is to sit down and hear when I'm giving class. Forget about deity worship. Forget about book distribution. Forget about anything else. When you are hearing, you are hearing. Krishna consciousness starts with hearing and everything else follows your good hearing. Devotees who hear good classes When I say good class, attentive class. No? Oh Prabhu, I don't have time. You have to pull time. Every day, we have to hear. And that is our measurement of our Krishna Bhakti. Remember that. Not how many festivals you are doing, where you are doing, how many are, I don't know how many, 67 Rath Yatras so far in the list. If that 67 Rath Yatras will not make us come to Jagannath and hear Jagannath Katha, and we are just running around keeping tents and saying, I did something for Krishna, Vyasdev is saying, Shrama evahi. You just satisfied your ego. You just satisfied your ego. Once one devotee went and asked Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, that how do you memorize shlokas? Takataka, 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 you are telling shlokas. Tell me the technique how to memorize. So many people ask him. His fundamental answer he gives, I don't memorize shlokas, I love shlokas. Why? Because I love the meaning behind the shloka. And I like to hear the meaning and meditate on that meaning, and byproduct is I remember the shloka. You understanding? If he is just famous for reciting shlokas, then even he is Shrama Yoga Kevalam. Do you want to become Sanskrit scholar? Do you want to become an expert? See, all these things are another subtle manifestation of false ego only. Every activity in Krishna consciousness, even giving a lecture. The attraction that you have for giving lecture, you should also have for hearing the lecture. There are many people in ISKCON who want to give lecture, but there are very less people who want to hear a lecture. That's a disease. That's false ego. I don't want to hear. I want to speak. What is that? Right? When you have to give Bhagavatam class, you will be in the Bhagavatam class. When somebody else is giving, I will not be there. Oh, service nahi hai na? Bhaiya, your biggest service is to hear. Even when I am reading, my service is to understand what I am reading. Today actually I was thinking to speak about Jagannath and Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. Then today morning I was waking up the deities, and then I kept Prabhupada's lecture. In Prabhupada's lecture this shloka came and he was bashing like anything. Saying, what is the use of your activities if you are not developing attraction for Krishna? Right? What is the use? Shrama eva hi kevalam. This is very important. We all should do a self-appraisal every time for our own good. Nobody else will do our appraisal. Unfortunately, in offices, bosses take the responsibility. In Kali Yuga, even Guru can't take the responsibility because we escape, na? Right? Only thing we want from Guru is Diksha. One name. After that, bye-bye. You don't see me, I don't see you. I am doing whatever I am doing in your name. Mercy, mercy of Guru. But Guru is telling, hear my lectures. I am preparing my lecture for you. Once His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he was in one devotee house. And the devotee Mataji was cooking for him. And she cooked a big feast for him. Because Guru has come very rarely, he has come to the house. Oh my God, such an important thing. He had to go for a lecture. Somebody else has organized a lecture. So he is supposed to have his prasad and then go to the lecture. And the Mataji's cooking got delayed. She wanted to make something nice for Guru Maharaj, and my Guru Maharaj is here, I have to make something. And Radhanath Maharaj is looking at the watch, I have to go. The lecture time has started, I have to go there. It takes this much time to go. Then he told her husband that I will come back and eat. Or pack it, something like that. Let's finish this because I have to go. Service is there. There are so many people waiting for me. I have to give this discourse. I have to go. And the Mataji started crying. Oh Gurudev, you have come so rare. This is a great opportunity. I prepared so much for you. This is one opportunity. Please, little more time. It's all ready. I'm just keeping boga. It's all ready. Then Radhanath Maharaj looked at that Mataji and told, you prepared so much. You are crying that I will not eat. I prepare so much for all my disciples. And I cry they don't even hear my lectures. Right? I prepare so much. How many of you have seen, Maharaj comes with a paper. In Chopati temple, when he give a lecture, there will be Bhagavatam book, and there will be one paper. On that paper there will be notes. Right? Why is he writing those notes? For whom is he writing that notes? For himself? Of course for himself. But then he's preparing for all of us. In this age, when, after 75, actually your body starts telling you you're good for nothing. Right? In this age, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj is consolidating Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, Chaitanya Charitamrita and is making one single Chaitanya Leela. In this age. He got a heart stroke, brain stroke, half body is paralyzed, barely he can speak, and he's enthusiastically preparing all that. Why? So his disciples and the whole world can read Chaitanya Katha from one place. So you don't miss out. Some childhood Leelas are not there much in Chaitanya Charitamrita. They are there in some other book. Why don't I bring everything together? Acharyas are sitting and working so hard, preparing things for all of us to receive it ready-made, but we don't have time to hear. Right? And we are thinking we are busy in service. Somebody is saying, I am preparing prasadam. My Prabhu, my job is to prepare prasadam. Bas. ये मैं कर सकता हूँ. Shrama eva hi. If you are not developing attraction for Krishna Katha, okay, while preparing prasad, who will prepare? After that, I will sitting and listening to the lecture. Are you eager to sit down and hear the lecture after the preparation of prasadam? No. My job is done. Prabhus and Matajis, in Krishna consciousness, in ISKCON movement, the most important activity is to hear. Shravana. After that, you do anything you want to do. Because what you hear registers into your consciousness. Once I was hearing a lecture of His Holiness Niranjan Swami Maharaj in Boston. And it was very early on in my Krishna conscious days. I was sitting right in the front, like Urvi sitting, this far I was sitting. And I asked it out after the lecture. I said, Maharaj, I'm getting lot of bad thoughts. Sick, disgusting, shameful thoughts I'm getting. And I'm realizing these thoughts are coming more and more. Is my chanting working? What should I do to remove these thoughts? Maharaj asked me, how long you are in Krishna consciousness? How long you are into it? I said, Maharaj, maybe 1 year. He said, you have millions of cells in your brain. You have millions of cells in your brain. Nice one, huh? All these cells have memory. This is the answer of Maharaj. For a starter, for a beginner in Krishna consciousness, he gave that answer to me. He understood, ये तो मूर्ख है, इसको कैसे समझाना? Let me think. Simplest answer he gave. He said, you have millions of cells in your brain. All these cells are filled with memory. What memory? Kishore Kumar songs, Mukesh songs, right? Some political dispute, some cricket match, some Tendulkar straight drive, some memory. All these things are filled. How do you think you'll remember Krishna? When all your cells are filled with that memory, how do you think you'll think of Krishna? It's not possible. Then he told, Prabhu, just hear Krishna Katha. Wherever you are, sit attentively, hear Krishna Katha. And as you keep hearing, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, your cells will start changing their memory. And you have 1 million cells of memory right now. After 1 year, you will have 100,000 cells of Krishna memory and 900,000 cells of stupid other memory. After 2 years, 200,000. After 3 years, 300,000. After 9 years, 900,000 cells of Krishna's pastimes, devotee pastimes, and only 100,000 of stupidity. Then you yourself will understand that I am making progress. It's a simple answer, right? You can even tell a small child. I really took that seriously. Something in me told, I think this is my answer. Because my level of consciousness, that answer was perfect. Then every day I started hearing a lecture. Every day. Till now. I don't think I have left a day without a lecture. I can't imagine. I'm not telling this to boost. That is only a blessing of a sannyasi. He looked into my eyes and he told this answer. And I understood. Maybe this is the only way. I don't see any other way. The dirt inside me, I don't know how it will go. Today morning I got up. I heard 41 minutes of lecture. 40 minutes. Srila Prabhupada lecture. 100% I have to hear. After that, I finish my chanting. Then I'm going to the office. I'll keep my Guru's lecture. Or I'll keep Radhesham Prabhu's lecture. Or I'll keep Gaurang Darshan Prabhu's lecture. Lecture should go on. In between any devotee calls, okay, I'll talk to him for some time. As soon as the call cuts, after that what? Lecture. Kirtan. But, again, I don't have that much attraction for Kirtan. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not purified yet. I hear Kirtans, some bhajans I hear, but I can't hear long Kirtans. There are some devotees who really love Kirtan. That's good. Maybe that's next level. I don't know the analysis. Katha is more important or Kirtan, I don't know. Right? But both have the holy names. Both have the holy names. Right? Don't hear lecture to make notes. That's another Shrama Yavahi Kevala. Your point. I'll go and repeat. Right? I'll find some scapegoat, I'll go and repeat this. To boost that, I can tell new points in every lecture. That's another sense gratification. When you are hearing lecture, just hear lecture. Hear for your own purification. Contemplate what is going, how is this related to my life? How is this related to my life? Once one Prabhuji, his name is Keshavanand Prabhu, Bhakti Vikas Maharaj disciple. Wonderful. He came to our center once. Dr. Keshavanand Prabhu. Hindi, he gives nice lectures. He told, did Prabhupada write a letter to you? Prabhupada has written so many letters to his disciples. Did anybody here got letter of Prabhupada? You got, huh? You got a letter of Prabhupada? Where?
All his purports are letters.
All his purports are his letters. Right? I can just open. You want to hear the letter that he wrote me? I'm just opening like this. Okay? So here is, I don't know, what is this? Canto 1, Chapter 2, verse 31. This is the letter Prabhupada has written to me. Right? You want to hear the letter? Just I have to add what? Dear Lilananda Das, the living entities are separate parts and parcel of the Lord, and the conditioned living entities who are unfit of spiritual kingdom are stern with the material world to enjoy matter to the fullest extent. Your well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Is that your letter? He is telling me, what is he telling me? The living entities are separate parts and parcels of the Lord, and the conditioned living entity who are unfit of the spiritual world are stern with within the material world to enjoy matter to the fullest extent. Krishna, I just opened the page. Looks like it is written for me only. Right? Tini sasta vikadana astunnadu. Enjoy chesto. The world. If you are trying to enjoy this world, you will be rotting here. Provision Matajis. Our Krishna conscious journey begins with hearing. Our Krishna conscious journey ends with hearing. And when we hear, we develop attraction for Krishna. We develop attraction for hearing, then we make progress in Krishna consciousness. Our consciousness changes when we hear. If you are not attentive for hearing, class is going on, Prabhuji, should I go somewhere? That means you have not got Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. You have not got that. And if you have not got Vasudeva Katha Ruchi, then you are just doing Shrama Yavahi Kevala. You are doing time pass here. What is the time of the class? 8 o'clock. What time are you coming? 9 o'clock. Namaste. Prabhu, I'm there. Nitai Gaur Premanande. What are you doing? Shrama Yavahi Why did you come? You should have gone to some hotel. Some vegetarian Udupi hotel you would have gone and eaten. Why do you come to satsang? No bro, prasad khane se dil badalta hai. Do you have that faith? Do you really have that faith? That prasad khane se dil badalta hai? Do you really consider everything prasad is so potent that it will change my heart? Do you have that faith? When you are taking the plate, Prabhu, नहीं ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा, वो नहीं Prabhu नहीं चाहिए, वो प्रसाद नहीं, ये प्रसाद चाहिए. Selective in prasad, all that prasad. Are we seeing really prasad as prasad? Sometimes in ISKCON, there's so many varieties of prasad, you forget that it is prasad. Right? That's another sense gratification. So much. Prabhu, ये variety. Paneer नहीं बना है, Prabhu. Paneer नहीं, अरे Krishna, paneer. Right? Puri nahi hai, Prabhuji. Kya? What, Prabhuji? Called me this long. I don't know what Arvind Prabhu made today. Some people are already meditating. Kab khatam karega, arti kab hoga? Let me eat and sleep Saturday afternoon. Right? All this is Shrama Evahi Kevalam. Hey, see, I'm telling you. Prabhuji and Mataji's, we have to develop love for hearing. If you're not developing that love for hearing, then that means whatever we are doing is not doing any good for us. Now, some sukruti will get. I'm not telling it's waste of time. But it is definitely extending your time to go back to God. Right? Are you in an emergency to go back to God or no? You should be very eager. You should be very vigilant. You should be very conscious that I want to go back to God. Right? Bringing deities, installing deities, serving the deities, doing festivals with the deities, developing attachment with the deities, maintaining a connection with the deities. All these things are part of Krishna consciousness. Provided we develop Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. Very important. Right? If that is missing, I have seen many devotees, Prabhus and Matajis in our society whose hearing has gone down and their consciousness is ruined. There are many seniors sitting in manager positions, very, very big positions in ISKCON. They're not hearing. And automatically you see the chanting is also coming down. And automatically you can see that speech is also changing. Automatically you can see materialistic things are attracting them. They're attracted towards nationalism, thisism, thatism, thisism. All isms have started. Why? Most important thing, Krishna consciousness is going down. Once I went to one temple. I'll not name which temple, very famous temple in ISKCON. As soon as I went, I saw one brahmachari was giving a class. Sorry. Hare Krishna. Right? So one brahmachari was giving a class. I went there and I barely saw the temple is known for fitting 5,000 people in 5,000 square feet. That kind of temple it is. Right? I went to the temple because I want to take darshan of the deities there. And once in a while I get to go there. And when brahmachari is taking class, barely 20 people are sitting. Sunday morning. Sunday is Sunday fish time. Right? 22 people are sitting. I entered the place, my wife was there, and we looked at the deities, like, oh, Hare Krishna, here we are here. I went and paid obeisances. We keep seeing them only in the video. First time we are seeing in the front, we paid obeisances. And then something made me tell, let me sit down and hear. Because I was supposed to meet another senior devotee. I had taken his appointment somewhere around 9:30ish. I was around 8:15 like that. So there was enough time. We came a little early. So I said, let me sit down and hear the class. And I went and sat in the front, like Lakshmikant Prabhu is here. I just sat little this much far. And it was an excellent class. Beautifully was explaining one purport of Prabhupada in Srimad Bhagavatam. So I heard. It was very nice. Okay. Then after the class, then I got up Then that Prabhuji was giving the class, he got down from his Vyasasan, he brought that garland, he put it on me. I said, what? Okay, I'll tell who it is. It is Brajmohan Prabhu. How many of you know Brajmohan Prabhu? Yeah. So he was giving the class. He just got down and he put the garland on me. I was shocked. What is the special occasion today? I just heard. Then he sat down beside me and he told me, Prabhu, I know that you're preaching in Hyderabad, something and all, people tell about you or this. I said, Prabhu, that and all only service. No, Prabhu, that is not what I am telling. I am really happy that you are sitting down to hear the class. Because many people come to the hall, they see the deities and they just go. They don't want to sit and hear the class. I am very happy that you sat down and heard the class. I was, aaj bach gaya main. If I would have not sat down, maybe I would have, displeased a devotee on the Vyasasana. But anyway, because of the blessings of Niranjan Maharaj, Niranjan Swami Maharaj, I still have some attraction to sit down and hear. So far. Sometimes maybe I come to office, most of the time, sit down and hear the class. Something new, something for me, Krishna will tell through a devotee. Then Brajmohan Prabhu told me, Prabhu, there are so many devotees, they don't want to hear. They only want to speak. There is a big problem in our society today. People only want to give a class. They don't want to hear a class. Right? And I was looking into his eyes, why are you telling me? But he was discussing a problem that is there. Right? Prabhus and Matajis. When Srila Prabhupada was there on this planet and he was in a temple, if he was not giving a class, he was hearing a class. How many of you know that Prabhupada heard the class given by his own disciples? They are sitting on the Vyasasana, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada is sitting down or on a chair and you are giving a class in front of Prabhupada. How tension the devotee will feel. But Prabhupada liked his disciples giving classes. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, when he is in Chopati, he sits in his room and there is a direct connection of the mic, there is a speaker in his room and he hears the class of every disciple who gives class. Anybody, any guest, any sannyasi, anybody. He sits and hears the entire class, not half the class. And after hearing the class, he goes and tells, today your class was very nice. Shubha Vilas Prabhu, your class was very nice. Radhesham Prabhu, your class was very nice. Anybody. Because he likes to hear. Once, Yugal Kishore Prabhu, in New Vrindavan, he was trying to meet Radhanath Swami Maharaj because some people came to meet him. And he was waiting outside the door. That now he'll open, now he'll open, now he'll open. He was not opening the door. It was the time that Maharaj comes out of his room. In New Vrindavan, the altar is like this. There are rooms on the right side. Right? So the first room is where Maharaj normally stays when he comes. So outside that room, he was standing, he was waiting and waiting. And outside the other side of the room is the window. So he went to the window. He was trying to hear what is Maharaj doing. Is he sleeping? There's some people who are waiting outside. This is the time Maharaj comes out. Why is he not coming? Then he tried knocking. It was very rarely done, but he did. Because some devotees actually came, they have to leave now. Their flight time or something is happening, they have to leave, they have to meet Maharaj. And Maharaj is definitely inside the room. He went and knocked. No answer. Then he slowly moved the door. Maharaj doesn't lock the door. He didn't lock the door then maybe. So slowly he moved the door. And what was Maharaj doing? Maharaj was reading Srimad Bhagavatam. He kept the book there on the floor. He's sitting with one Hare Krishna. He kept on the Peetham, the Bhagavatam, and he was reading. And at that time, Maharaj called Yugal Kishore Prabhu and he said, Prabhu, this is my connection with Srila Prabhupada. This is the most important time of my day. And I was really meditating on this. Sorry, I delayed to come out. But I don't like to be disturbed when I'm doing this. This is the most important activity of my day. my connection with my Guru, my connection, my instructions from Srila Prabhupada. Right? And Yugal Kishore Prabhu was saying that when Maharaj was saying that, there was so much genuinity and so much prayerful talk. It was, lack of words, I don't know what to tell. But he really meant it. Don't disturb me during this time. And this is my connection. What I am, what I do, what I give to others is secondary. First is my connection. Right? My time. There are many sannyasis we have seen. Recently Krishna Kishore Prabhu was here from Ujjain. He was telling Bhakti Charu Maharaj every day would call Krishna Kishore Prabhu and tell, please read Chaitanya Charitamrita for me. And Bhakti Charu Maharaj is sitting on the chair and Krishna Kishore Prabhu sitting there, and they would sing Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bengali. They both know Bengali, so they can understand Bengali. And Krishna Kishore Prabhu was saying that they finished Chaitanya Charitamrita many times. Entire Chaitanya Charitamrita. They literally finished it. And still Maharaj wants to hear more. Maharaj wants to hear more and more and more. Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. Why am I giving so many examples? Is because if that one activity you don't like to still do in your Krishna consciousness, then whatever you are doing is Shrama Eva Hi Kevalam. Whether you are cooking prasad, supplying prasad, eating prasad, doing kirtan, building a temple, becoming GBC, becoming zonal secretary, these are all positions in ISKCON, by the way, some of you may not know it, but they are different positions. Become bureau, India bureau, this, becoming that, becoming this ministry head, becoming this temple president, becoming this, becoming that. If you are losing your interest to sit and hear Krishna Katha, Shrama Eva Hi Kevalam. Shrama Eva Hi Kevalam. We have to, on a periodic basis, keep aside the whole world, keep aside your spouse also, sit down and ask yourself, is my attraction to hear Krishna Katha increasing or no? If it is not increasing, Prabhujis and Matajis, we are not in a good situation. We are not in a good situation. We have to make that our topmost priority. Even scientifically it is told, I heard this, that after we die, our brain is switched off, heart is stopped, but one organ which lasts to the end is ear. I don't know how they found out, but they said this is one organ that is still functioning. I don't know how. Right? Last thing to switch off in your body. Liver, kidney, pancreas, lungs, heart, brain, whatever. Last is your ears. And that is the reason maybe in Garuda Puran, as per the procedures, it is mentioned when somebody dies, you are supposed to go and shout near his ear loudly to make sure he is dead. To make sure he is dead. I did that. When my father died, they asked me, Kattiga, call with the name that you call your father. Somebody calls Nana, somebody calls Pitaji, somebody calls Daddy. Shout. The name, the way you shout it loudly. Because this is making sure that is done. All organs might be gone. Clinically dead. Do you know how many people they have come back after clinically dead? My father used to tell, in the village, there was an old lady, clinically dead, they took her to the smashan, in smashan she got up. And then she was brought back and she lived for a long time again. Possible. Many cases are there. Nobody can understand. That's why they make sure that, loudly that their name is shouted and please get up, get up. 3 times they make you shout. Hearing is so powerful. I'm still talking to bodily thing. Most important thing is make sure your ear is filled with Krishna Katha. Otherwise, nonsense is abundant. Especially right now, with the Iran and USA war going on, with Israel war going on, the news is filled with interesting things. How many countries are fighting each other? America is bombing Cuba, America is bombing Iran, America is, Israel is bombing Iran, Iran is bombing Dubai, Iran is bombing, Qatar, Iran is bombing Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, everywhere it is bombing. Huh? Now Pakistan is bombing Afghanistan, Afghan is bombing Pakistan. We found some ISI terrorists in Manipur recently. We just arrested. We're investigating. How is CIA involved? Now, if I can keep going, it's already becoming interesting, right? Okay, I didn't hear this. Right? There's so much gossip. This all is gossip only. Actually, gossip only. What difference does it make to you? Right now, does it make any difference? No. But what is the thing that will actually make difference? Hearing. Hearing. You can be the most richest person in the planet. You can be the most famous person in the planet. You might be worshipped by the whole world saying you are the greatest determined person. But Vyasdev is telling, Shrama evahi. What will be Ambani in next life? मिश्रा प्रभु नहीं मालूम ना तो व्हाट इज द ग्रेटनेस ऑफ अंबानी क्या है उसका व्हाट इज द ग्रेटनेस दीज आर द वर्ड्स ऑफ युगल किशोर प्रभु once I was sitting with Yugal Kishore Prabhu, he looked at it and said, when I look at these rich people, I feel very sorry because next life they don't know what they'll be. Prabhu, you can imagine? A devotee knows what he will be next life. There is a next life. A rich person doesn't know. What is the use? You achieved something, you became so famous, you are worshipped, you have written 20 habits of successful people. You wrote a book also. Where did that go after that? Where are you? You don't know your position. So in this material world, everything is meaningless. Actually, it is meaningless. Unless we develop connection with Krishna and we go back. That is the only thing that matters. Everything is Shrama evahi Kevalam. Right? I'll just repeat the verse and we'll close this. Dharma swanustista pumsan vishwaksena kathashuya na utpadayet yadi ratim shrama evahi kevalam. The occupational activities a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the personality of Godhead. And Prabhupada is writing in the first paragraph, beautifully is writing, this is a very important analysis. First, Prabhupada is saying, initially people are attracted to what? Extended, they are very selfish around their personal body. My beauty, my face, my complexion, my hair. Then that goes beyond my family, my society. Then it goes beyond. What is the next beyond is saying? My community, Mera Bharat Mahan. Nationalism. Then it goes beyond mental speculation. My meditation, my understanding, my feeling, my vibrations. Right? And then it goes beyond my poetry, my thisism, thatism. And then finally, I am this soul, not this body. And then finally, soul is connected with the super soul Krishna and I am his servant. So at what level are we? Right? At what level? That is our real concern. That should be a real concern. What level are we? Okay, I had some idea, I implemented it, I achieved it. Okay. What next? What next? Where are we going? Where is this life taking us? If this life is not taking us to a point where we are attracted to Krishna Katha, where attending a class from any speaker, some speaker, reading from Srila Prabhupada's books, understanding is not my top priority. Prabhuji, I am taking care of my husband, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I am taking care of my children, Prabhuji. They are settling down, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I'm cooking chapan bhog, Prabhuji. I'm doing this, Prabhuji. I'm that, Prabhuji. Anything you do, inside satsang, outside satsang, whatever you are doing, if it is not developing interest, inclination, craving, provoking, Prabhupada is using provoking. In the translation, he is using the word provoking. If it doesn't provoke you to hear Krishna Katha, to develop interest in hearing Krishna Katha daily, not weekly, daily, whenever you have little time, Shramai Hava Kevala, whatever you're doing. Once Balgavand Prabhu told one beautiful thing. He said, your real character is known depending on what you do when you relax. Simple. Where you are. Prabhu, I finished my 16 rounds, Prabhuji. Aarti ho gaya, Prabhuji. हो गया Prabhuji. अब Prabhuji. Republic TV, Arlam Goswami. Is that your relaxation? Because when you relax, what you hear is your real interest. Devotional service should not become a duty. 16 rounds should not be a to-do list. Right? Doing Aarti is not a to-do list. Hearing and reading is not a to-do list. Prabhuji, 30 pages, मैं बोला ना Prabhuji, कर दिया per day. Prabhu, one lecture you told, I have a to-do list, tick हो गया. है ना? I cooked 2 times boga, to-do list हो गया. If devotional activities are becoming to-do list, that only means that there is no Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. Simple. When your hearing is good, automatically devotional activities will not be to-do list. Don't think that it's a to-do list. Devotional activities are not to-do list. But they will become to-do list when your Krishna Katha is going down. Hare Krishna. I think I told many times. Shrama eva hi kevalam. Right? So any questions and reflections? Let's stop it here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanand. Any questions, reflections, thoughts?
I think sorry, I came late to the class. The last point you made, Prabhu, that what your real character is when you relax. My question is, how do you get out of the old the conditioning and things that is in your mind for such a long time? It's very difficult.
How do you get out of your conditionings and your choices of relaxation? How do you change that? Right? So actually I answered that in the beginning of the class only. You were not there. It was a suggestion from His Holiness Niranjan Swami Maharaj that increase the right hearing and automatically it will decrease the wrong hearing. That's all we can do. Don't think, oh, one day, Krishna, I can see you, Krishna, I can see you, I can see you, Krishna. That will never happen. That only happens in movies. Sudden emotions will not come. Kuch nahi hone wala hai. Right? Whenever you are hearing a nice old Kishore Kumar song, you can't do anything. You already started the song. So you'll finish the song. After that, pause it. Go and hear some nice bhajan from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Right? Or some nice kirtan from another sannyasi Maharaj. And then increase that slowly. We have to deliberately, like for example, what do you say? So many people come and give me suggestions for dieting. Right? Prabhuji, at least this year decrease 1 kg. Right? And what do they say? You have to voluntarily replace what you're eating with healthy things. Then only I can change. Otherwise what? But I don't listen. Na? That is why I'm like this, Golmatol. Point is, you have to change. You have to change. It's in our hands. Whom can I blame? Can I blame anybody? Can you blame anybody? No. If I'm so eager to watch something, that means, my consciousness is attached there. So, no, you can't Krishnaize it. You can't Krishnaize it. Some people try to Krishnaize also. They'll take a movie, cinema song and they'll convert to Hare Krishna mantra. I said, Prabhuji, see, here also Hare Krishna mantra is coming. How many did that? Any favorite tune, you changed it into Hare Krishna mantra? Huh? I keep doing that many times. And then I say, see Krishna, I'm still thinking about you only. Huh? Krishna is thinking, acha beta. Prabhupada gave one tune, why don't you sing that? No, I want to sing A.R. Rahman's tune with Hare Krishna mantra. But anyway, see, that and all is okay, Prabhu, but we have to constantly see to it that we are increasing our Krishna Katha, Prabhu. We have to become eager to hear. If I am not hearing one class, sometimes one small resolve changes our life. Small resolve, it doesn't have to be big resolve. Just one small resolve changes our outlook towards life. Like, Revatiruvan Prabhu in one lecture, I barely hear him. One lecture only I heard. In that one lecture he told, in the class he told, that as we increase our age, with every passing year we should increase one round of Hare Krishna mantra. Ye kya bol diya aadmi ne? Is it possible? Well, let me do it now. Right? 3 years back I heard that. Now it has increased my rounds to 18 rounds. I have to do now. Kartik Mas is coming, getting tension. One more round will increase. I don't want. But then there is, what other way can I commit? It's voluntary commitment. Don't have to tell or, glorify it. Many people do commitment, We have to commit more hearing. We have to commit more reading. We have to commit. And we have to replace the 10,000 cells with bad memory, replace it with one cell of good memory. And there will be a time when 90% of your cells are with good memory and only 10% are useless memory. And then you will only want to hear Krishna Katha. That day will come. Provided we are voluntarily changing. One devotee told, I will not eat anything until I finish my rounds. I didn't get motivated with that. I'm a servant of my tongue. I said, Prabhuji, amazing Prabhuji. Thank you. I didn't take that. But whatever I can take, I should. Something I should take. Individually, somewhere I should feel. Every day I will hear one lecture. That resolve I took. Now, it's not a to-do anymore. Thoda bhi ruchi aa raha hai. If I don't hear, I feel, something is missed today. Should hear. Okay, anybody else?
So when class is going on,
It's not working. Just keep it close.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, it's still better than keep it close.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
So whenever there is a class is going on, lecture is going on, so any kind of service is there, I want to hear lecture class go. So I don't want to do any service during that time. So is it okay to hear lecture?
Okay. Prabhuji's question is, while the class is going on, I don't want to do any other service. Is it okay? So Prabhuji, if there is a need for you to do that service, authorities there are requesting that you have to do that service, then do that service while you are hearing. Right? But try to focus as much not to do anything else apart from that service while you are hearing. And if you feel that you have not heard properly, go and hear the recording again. For example, last time I went to Pune temple, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu was asked to give a class. And he didn't know that that day was Pushpa Abhishek. So the hall was filled with 300 devotees. But all 300 devotees have a butti in front of them. They are sitting and there is a butti of flowers. Butti means, kya bolte? Basket. Telugu mein butti bolte. So there is this basket of flowers. And everybody is supposed to remove the petals and keep it there, throw the bud in one other place. And Prabhuji is supposed to give a class. Just imagine, 300 people are in front of you, nobody is looking at you. Everybody are, looking at the flower and leaving. If I would have been there, because my sense gratification, I would have, no, I will not give this class. What is this? But Chaitanya Charan Prabhu was so, yes, that Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. He gave the class with double enthusiasm. Right? Again, putting the 2 lines here and there, and doing all the diagrams, giving his analysis. He didn't stop anywhere. And all the devotees, 300 plus devotees in the hall, they all were removing petals, and in between they're looking at that, removing and removing. It was like, oh my God. They did not give me that service because I just came, I was sitting a little in the front that side. So they didn't give me. So I could hear the class. There were 10% like me, but 90% were plucking the petals. Now, should I say that, Arey Prabhu, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu class, my favorite speaker, I don't think I'll remove the petals? No, that's not right. Because if you don't remove the petals, the festival will get, become into a problem. They have to remove those many kgs of flowers, 1-2 people cannot remove. So if 300 people remove for 1 hour, it's over. So they planned like that. It's okay. They can go and hear the recording again.
Last time Gauravansa Prabhu came, that time he said that everybody also in Krishna conscious, everybody likes one thing. Everybody likes kirtan, everybody likes hearing like that. But based on our nature or our interest, if you follow, we should not imitate other. If you follow based on our nature, whatever you like in the Krishna conscious, so if you maintain like that, it will be good like that said from you. So somebody instead of hearing, they like. I saw so many devotees. So they instead of hearing, they do kirtan. They like kirtan. So in that case also that is some.
No. In that case also it's Shravana Keval. Yes. Prabhuji, any service you like to do. I know according to our nature we like to do something. That is agreed. But in most important dosage is hearing. There are many activities you can do with your body provided you eat. I can do bicycling, I can do running, I can do swimming, I can do office work, computer, everything I can do, provided I eat. Shravanam is eating for the soul. It's a soul activity. Chanting and Shravanam is soul activity. And that is very important activity to do. If you are doing very nice kirtan, very nice. But did you also develop attraction to hear? Yes? Good. No? Shramayeva Kevala. You all following? I'm not trying to demean these 9 processes of devotional service. But what is the first activity it starts with? 9 processes. Shravanam, Kiranam, Vishnu Smaranam goes down. Shravanam. First and the foremost. If that is going down, then it's very dangerous. Shravanam basically what? When you're interested in somebody, you'll automatically want to hear, na? You have to put extra effort? No. Prabhuji, tell me, na, what happened? What did he do? Huh? You immediately, what did he do? Gossip. You immediately go and ask, right? Arey Prabhuji, that devotee, he throwed. He throwed, What did he throw? What did he speak? Immediately you are interested. Same way, when our attraction to Krishna is there, we don't have to put any effort. We want to go and sit and hear. Radha Govind Maharaj used to sit in Prabhupada classes and very attentively hear. Very attentively hear. And one day Prabhupada went and saw Radha Govind Maharaj is giving a Bhagavatam class. And Prabhupada was very happy. He told, you give Bhagavatam classes, that is your service. Right? And even today when you hear the class of Radha Govind Maharaj, in Hindi he gives amazing Bhagavatam classes. Why? Because his hearing so good. The person who doesn't hear cannot speak. And the person who cannot hear, doesn't hear enough, he doesn't develop any interest in Krishna conscious activities. You can literally reflect and see, Prabhu. There are many devotees. Your enthusiasm is dependent on your hearing. Your taste is depending on your hearing. Your enjoyment in Krishna consciousness depending on your hearing. Everything boggles down to your hearing. How much interest are you developing? Don't question, Prabhu, now I'm not hearing. No, do you at least have the inclination to hear? Hearing includes reading, Prabhu. Both, You can ask, Prabhu, is reading better than hearing or reading better than hearing? Both are important. Both have their own importance. But most importantly, Shravanam. Very important.
One question, Prabhu.
One minute. Are they ready? Can somebody ask? Offering Bhoga. Okay. Jagannath is eating. We can discuss. Yeah.
Correction, Prabhu. Offline hearing, I understand, Prabhu. I think it's very attentive hearing. When we do online hearing, especially watching YouTube on the Krishna Kathas, sometimes we get attracted to some Prabhu. For example, I used to start with Krishna Prabhu, then Adasham Prabhu. Then we listen. Sometimes the YouTube takes us to different places. Sometimes we go to Gaudiya Math, or sometimes we go to Premanand Maharaj. So we can hear all these things, or we should restrict something while hearing, because it's a ocean, right? It will go anywhere we don't know. Sometimes we think that, okay, should I deviate from the process?
My God. So, Prabhuji, you asked 2-3 questions actually in one question. When you go to YouTube, it takes you in different directions.
Yeah, because you might be watching some your history or something, it will take you.
Yeah. So with your history, it will take you to here and there. Yeah. So, Prabhuji, there is nothing wrong hearing from multiple sources. There is nothing wrong. But as much as possible, try to stick to one syllabus. One syllabus of ISKCON, try to stick to that. Because the mood of ISKCON is different. It is purely towards pure devotion service. Prabhupada's preaching is only towards pure devotion service. Srimad Bhagavatam is purely towards pure devotion service. Nothing compromised. See, there are some speakers who will come and tell, feeling that you are special makes you special because you are special, because it is a special world in which some speciality is there. It feels special only, right? What came out of it? Nothing. Right? So there are so many speakers with special things, but does that sentence motivate you to surrender to Krishna? No. So you should hear to speakers who will make you surrender to Krishna. And beauty of ISKCON, you might say I'm partial towards ISKCON. Yes, I'm partial towards ISKCON. Because in ISKCON, if you are reading Prabhupada purport, it will take you only towards pure devotion service. Nothing else. None of the purport of Prabhupada will take you towards Ashtanga Yoga, Hatha Yoga, or some Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Jnana Yoga. No, Bhakti Yoga. He'll bring it and keep it at Bhakti Yoga. That is why I would make sure that, yes, other speakers are speaking many things, but Prabhupada and his disciples and the lectures of his disciples are only pointing me towards pure devotion service. So we should try to stick to that. But if there is a speaker even within ISKCON, okay, sometimes some devotees, they speak little general stuff, which is also needed. You know, sometimes people talk about mind control, people talk about, coming out of depression, coming out of this. Those lectures should be supportive to go back and hear out pure devotion service. Again, basically they should increase your taste for Shravanam. That's very important. It's okay, you can hear from multiple people. There's nothing wrong. But those multiple people from a good source are very important. And that good source, if it is specifically from Prabhupada, it's the most important. And if the lecture is trying to motivate you to hear more and go towards pure devotion service, then it is good. Otherwise, Shramayavai Kevala.
Also, bona fide parampara.
Yeah, bona fide parampara. Even within paramparas, Prabhuji, this is a very little sensitive point. Try to stick to one parampara. No? There are 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas. Rudra Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya. In Brahma Sampradaya, there is Madhva, there is then again Gaudiya Sampradaya. Let us follow Gaudiya Sampradaya. Na? Next 20 years, what is today's year? 2026. Till 2046, I will only hear Gaudiya Sampradaya lectures.
My question was only within Gaudiya Sampradaya. So there are multiple avenues available in connection. So you can follow many people.
Yeah. So you can, provided make sure that they are linked to Srila Prabhupada. In the beginning days, Prabhu, you should be very careful. And till how long we will be in beginning days? Until we die. You should be very careful. Stick to one and try to get maximum rasa out of it. Sometimes you heard something that's okay, Prabhu, but if you get diverted too much, then you don't know where you are going. Then you see, ultimately, Vasudeva Katharichi should come. Vasudeva Katharichi should come. So when you are hearing, okay, this speaker is speaking very nicely. I don't want to name which speaker. He's speaking very nicely. Arey, bahut acha lag raha hai. Prabhuji, logic bahut acha hai. Nobody spoke like him. Prabhuji, amazing Prabhuji. But ultimately, your question mark should be, is it increasing my inclination to hear more Krishna Katha? Right? Or is it just becoming entertainment for me? Is this lecture going to help me in preaching others? Good. But is this going to help me also to increase my inclination towards Krishna Katha? Then it's very good. Otherwise, it's dangerous. Very dangerous. Even the SSR that we do now, actually a lot of SSR is peripherals around Krishna Katha. Right? But if you see deep underneath, there is a thread going. Underneath all those sessions. And the thread is directly leading towards Krishna Katha. As long as that is good, that is being done, that's okay. Some people do SSR and DYS, they don't speak out Krishna Katha only. Then where are we going? Ultimately, it should lead to that point. Slowly, it should lead to that. Otherwise, we are just gathering a mob and trying to have some Nadanam, Janam and Dhanam both I want. That's where it is going. What is the point? Gaurang Darshan Prabhu is coming. Next week is coming, Haribol. So, 14 days he is here. He is going to speak pure Krishna Katha. Nothing else. I told he is coming on 27th. He has a TED talk in one college in some other city near Rajmandri. Now look at his interest. I'm just sharing. A devotee, you should learn these things from devotees. So I told Prabhu, 27th is Ram Navami. He said, Prabhu, 27th is Ram Navami. I didn't know that. So I have a TED talk in the morning. And I told Prabhu, 27th evening we are planning to organize one nice Ram Navami program. Then you know what he told? Prabhu, I think I should cancel the TED talk. Because I want to come and speak about Lord Ram. I want to do this for devotees. They said, Prabhu, come on. TED talk is also a way of outreach. You are using it for a medium of outreach. He said, yeah, but I will try to make sure it finishes early so I can come here. I can come here early. Okay? So this shows that devotee who is giving so many lectures, who knows so many mantras, who knows so many lecture seminars is giving, is still has interest towards Krishna Katha. And daily he hears lectures. If you go to GEV, every morning Bhagavatam class you'll see Gaurang Darshan Prabhu sitting and hearing the class. Okay? So the conch shell is blown. Let's all go and welcome. This is most important attractive thing from. Okay, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Very well. Thank you. Either better Arthik.
చైర్ పక్కన పెట్టినా లోపల పెట్టినా హరి
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ
ఉన్నారా ఊర్లో ప్రభు బయటకు వెళ్ళారా
యాత్రకి వెళ్ళారు భక్తి ప్రేమ స్వామి
హరిద్వార్ వెళ్ళారా
గోపి దేవి దాసి
ప్రభు ఒకసారి
బయటకు వచ్చిన
ప్రభు एक मिनट हरे कृष्णा प्रभु एक मिनट I need to fix this. నా కెమెరా ఎక్కడ
అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ఒక పండు తీసుకురా. సుదర్శన దేవి భ్యో నమః.
जय बलदेव, जय सुभद्रा, जय सुदर्शन, जय.
కీర్తన్ ఇక్కడ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ చేయాలి. అదే హారతి ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ చేయాలి. అగ్గిపెట్టే ఎక్కడో ఆ దీపాలు రెండు వెలిగించండి. అక్కడ ఒకటి ఉంది. ఓహో ఇది ఎక్కడ ఇదవుతుందా? మ్యాట్ అమ్మా మ్యాట్.
ఇక్కడ వైర్లెస్ మైక్ ఉందా? చూడు
మాతాజీ పద్మ మాతాజీ అక్కడ దీపాలు వెలిగించండి. నాకు కర్పూరం మాతాజీ కర్పూరం ఉందా?
Not working. Now it's working. Bring it here. Keep it here. Okay. हरि बोल श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की यशोमती नंदन ब्रजधारो नागर गोकुल
Krishna Katha SB
गोधन रखवाला गोविंद माधव नवनीत काचर सुंदर नंद गोपाला सुंदर नंद गोपाला यशोमती नंदना गोकुल यमुना तटचर गोपी दर्शन यमुना तटचर गोपी दर्शन रस रसिक चित्त मोरा Krishna सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की, शील गुरुदेव की, कृष्णकांत प्रभु की, just sit down wherever you are standing, right there. Just sit down, and everybody will find space. Don't worry, just sit down. Prabhuji will just speak for 5 minutes, about what just happened here, about DT installation that happened here. How fortunate are we to be part of it? Please, everybody, just sit down. 2 minutes. Yes, wherever you are, you sit down. Others will find their space. Hare Krishna. Yes, yes, yes. That's the spirit. Yes. जो जहाँ भी है बैठ जाओ. Some people can come in the front also. That side. అదే మీరు ఇద్దరు లోపల ఎక్కెళ్ళి కూర్చోండి. ప్లేస్ ఇవ్వండి. ఎవరెవరైతే కింద కూర్చోలేరో అక్కడ వెనకాల వెళ్ళి కూర్చోండి. రెండు విషయాలు చెప్తారు. Where is the mic? Yeah. Give it here. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Settle down. Hare Krishna. త్వరగా సెటిల్ కాండి. We will finish the program. हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Let us first congratulate Padma Mataji, Arvind Prabhu and their daughters and the whole Sudhakar Prabhu and family, extended family, Dasraj Prabhu, Manasa Mataji, for welcoming Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Maiya and Sudarshan Chakra ki, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki. Hare Krishna. Just hear few golden words from Prabhuji will make us understand what is this whole event about and what we should take it back from here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा तेलुगे कदा हिंदी मेरी हिंदी इतना अच्छी नहीं है. हरि बोल.
कितने लोगों को हिंदी तेलुगु नहीं आता है?
एक दो
जल्दी सीख लो.
నేను మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా తెలుగు వాళ్ళల్లో తెలుగులో చెప్పండి అని చెప్పిన వాళ్ళని ఇక్కడే చూస్తున్నాను. అది కూడా తెలుగు నేర్చుకోవాలని చెప్తూ, లేకుంటే తమిళనాడుకి వెళ్తే అక్కడ వాళ్ళు తెలుగు వచ్చినా తమిళ్లోనే మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటారు. ఇక్కడ మనకి కనీసం తెలుగు నేర్చుకోండి అని చెప్పేవాళ్ళు అక్కడ దొరికారు. ఓకే సార్, ఇది మరి నాకు తెలీదు ఎలా అరవింద్ ప్రభు పద్మ మాతాజీ ఇవాళ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నారో ఏమో. అంటే దానికి అట్లా వెనకాల ఏదన్నా కథలు ఉండవచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు ఇది చైత్ర మాసం మనకి మన ఉగాది జరిగింది. ఉగాది తర్వాత మనకి నవరాత్రులు అందరికీ తెలిసింది ఏమిటి అంటే వసంత నవరాత్రులు అని చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. ఈ వసంత నవరాత్రుల్లో అంటే మనకి 3 రకాల నవరాత్రులు వస్తాయి. ఒకటేమో వసంత నవరాత్రులు, ఇంకోటేమో ఇది ఆశ్వయుజ మాసంలో వచ్చే నవరాత్రులు. అవి కాకుండా మనకి మరొక నవరాత్రులు కూడా ఉన్నాయన్నమాట. అవి వినాయక నవరాత్రులు, ఇవంతా కూడా చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. అయితే వీటిలో ఈ వసంత నవరాత్రుల్లో ముఖ్యంగా మనము ఆరాధించవలసింది ఎవరయ్యా అంటే సీతారాములని అని చెప్తారు. ఆ సీతారాములని ఉగాది రోజు నుంచి 8 రోజుల పాటు ఆయనంతా ఆరాధన చేసి 9వ రోజు కళ్యాణం చేయడం అనేది ఒక సాంప్రదాయంగా వస్తున్నది మన తెలుగునాట, అదే ఇక్కడ సౌత్ ఇండియాలో. అయితే ఇవాళ మనము 3వ రోజు ఉగాది తర్వాత ఆ రోజు రాముల వారిని ఇక్కడ ఆహ్వానించాము. ఆహ్వానించి అంటే ఇక్కడ ఆహ్వానం అంటే ఏమిటి, మనం మామూలుగా ఒక లోకంలో ఒక విషయం ఉంది. ఏమిటి అంటే మనం తెలుగులో చూస్తాం. ఒక చిన్న విషయం నాకు ఎప్పుడో తెలిసిన విషయం అనమాట. ఒక ఆయన సోషలిస్ట్ ఒక ఆయన ఉండేవాడు. మాకేదో ఇంటి బంధువులు అనుకోని, ఫ్యామిలీ ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఆయన మొత్తం సోషలిస్ట్. ఎంత సోషలిస్ట్ అయ్యా అంటే దేవుడిని ఏమాత్రము కూడా ఒప్పుకునేవాడు కాదు. ఎట్లానో వాళ్ళ ఆవిడ తిరుపతికి మొక్కుకుంది, తిరుపతికి వెళ్దామని మొక్కుకుంది. ఆయన తీసుకోపోతారు. చూడండి ఆమె ధైర్యం ఎంతుందో. ఆయనని తీసుకుపోతాను ఒప్పుకొని మొత్తానికి అయితే తీసుకొని వెళ్ళింది. ఆయన తిరుపతిలోకి వెళ్ళి, ఇప్పుడు కాదు, ఇది ఎప్పుడో 15-20 సంవత్సరాల క్రితం మాట. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి తిరుపతిలో లైన్లో వెళ్ళి దేవుడిని చూసి వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఈయన నా మా ఇంట్లో క్యాలెండర్ లో కూడా ఉన్నాడు అన్నాడు. అంటే ఎందుకే మనం చెప్తున్నాము అంటే మనము దేవుడి రూపాలు అన్ని చోట్ల మనకి కనిపిస్తూ ఉండవచ్చు. ఇక్కడ కూడా ఫోటోలో ఉంది, లేకుంటే అక్కడ ఫోటోలో ఉంది, ఇంకో చోట ఉంది. ప్రతి చోట దేవుడి ఫోటోలు ఉంటాయి, లేకుంటే దేవుడు మనకు కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటాడు. అయితే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎక్కడైతే పూజా గదిలో పెట్టుకొని వారిని ఆరాధించాలి అనుకుంటూ ఉంటామో అప్పుడు ఒక చిన్న కార్యక్రమం ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఏమిటి, చిన్న చిన్న విగ్రహాలకు కాదు, కొంచెం పెద్ద విగ్రహాలకి వారిని ఆవాహన చేస్తారు. ఆ విగ్రహంలోకి ఆ భగవత్ శక్తి వచ్చి ఉండేటట్టుగా ఆవాహన చేస్తారు. అలా చేసిన తర్వాత దాంట్లో ఏముంటుంది అంటే ఆ భగవత్ శక్తి ఆ విగ్రహంలో కొలువై ఉంటుంది. అలా కొలువై ఉండి ఆ శక్తిని మనము పూజా రూమ్లో పెట్టుకొని పూజా గదిలో పెట్టుకొని రోజు కూడా పూజ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం అన్నమాట. ఇవాళ మీరు గమనించంటే ఇక్కడ మొట్టమొదట కలశం పెట్టాం. ఒక కలశములో ఆ కలశములో సుగంధ ద్రవ్యాలన్నీ కూడా వేసి అందులోకి కలశములోకి మూల మంత్రంతో రాముల వారిని జగన్నాథుడిని వీళ్ళని ఆవాహన చేశామన్నమాట కలశం నీళ్లలో. అంటే మనకి పంచభూతాలు అని చెప్తారు కదా, ఈ పంచభూతాలలో భగవత్ శక్తిని ఆవాహన చేసుకొని ఆ నీటిలో పెట్టి ఆ నీటి ద్వారా అభిషేకం అంతా చేసిన తర్వాత మనం ఆ నీటిని వారి మీద జల ప్రోక్షణ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ శక్తి అంతా కూడా వాళ్ళల్లో వస్తుంది అని మన శాస్త్రాలు చెప్తూ ఉంటాయి. ఆ రకంగా మనము రాముల వారిని, సీత, లక్ష్మణ, హనుమంతులను, జగన్నాథ్, బలదేవ్, సుభద్ర, సుదర్శనులను ఇవాళ ఇక్కడ ఈ రకంగా ఆవాహన చేశామన్నమాట. అయితే ఇది చేసిన తర్వాత ఇంతకుముందు మాతాజీ చెప్తుంటున్నారు, ఏదో మీరు చేసేసిన తర్వాత ఏదో మా ఇంట్లో విగ్రహం వచ్చేసింది అని ఇది చేయడం కాదు, మీరు ఎంత సేవ చేయగలరో ఆ సేవ చెయ్యండి అని. ఇది చాలా ముఖ్యమైన విషయం. మనలో ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా అనిపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఏమనిపిస్తుంది అంటే, అబ్బా ఎంత బాగున్నారు దేవుడు, మా ఇంట్లో కూడా ఉంటే బాగుంది. ఎంతమందికి అనిపించింది ఈ మాట? చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు అనిపించింది. కానీ ఎంతమందికి అట్లా రోజు కూడా పూజలు చేసే శక్తి ఉంది? చెప్పలేము. మనకి కావాలి అనే అభిప్రాయం ఉంటుంది, కానీ ఆ పూజ చేయగలమా లేదా అనే డౌట్ కూడా మనలో ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇలా ముఖ్యంగా ఏం చేయాలి అంటే, ఎప్పుడైతే మనము భగవంతుడిని ఆవాహన తీసుకొని వస్తామో వారిని మన ఇంటి యజమానిగా, ఈ ఇంటికి ఇప్పుడు సీతారాములే యజమాని. మాతాజీ వచ్చినప్పుడు అడిగారు అనమాట, ప్రభు మేము జగన్నాథుడిని పెట్టుకుంటున్నాము, సీతారాములను కూడా పెట్టుకున్నాము, మరి మేము ఎవరికి హారతి ఇచ్చి ఎవరికి ఇవ్వాలి అని డౌట్. ఇది చాలా పెద్ద డౌట్. మనం చూస్తూ ఉంటే అది నిజమే అనిపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. అది పెద్ద డౌట్. నేను వెంటనే ఒక మాట అడిగాను, ఎవరమ్మా మీకు అధిష్టాన దేవత ఎవరు అని. అంటే మరి మాతాజీ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు? మాతాజీ లోపల ఉన్నారేమో. మాతాజీకి మరి అధిష్టాన దేవత అంటే అర్థమైందో లేదో, మాత ఏమని తెలిసిందంటే సీతారాములు అని. అయితే మీరు సీతారాములకే ముందర ఇచ్చి ఆ తర్వాత జగన్నాథుడికి ఇవ్వండి. మనము గుళ్ళల్లో కూడా చూసుకుంటే అధిష్టాన దైవం అని ఒకరు ఉంటారనమాట. అంటే వాళ్ళు ఇంటికి యజమాని, లేకుంటే ఆ గుడికి యజమాని. ఆ తర్వాత వచ్చిన వారందరూ కూడా పరివార దేవతలు. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి భేదం ఏంటండి, రాముడు జగన్నాథుడు ఒకటే కదా అంటే నిజమే ఒకటే, కానీ మనకి బంధము రసం. రాముడితో ఎక్కువగా రసము మనకి బంధం ఉంటే రాముడు ఇంటి యజమానిగా అవుతారనమాట. సాధారణంగా ఎవరికైతే రాముడు యజమానిగా ఉంటారో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నేను గమనించింది ఏమిటి అంటే, పిల్లలు సౌమ్యంగా ఉండడము, అంటే మరి అల్లరి కాకుండా ఏదో కొద్దిగానే అల్లరి ఉండడము, సౌమ్యంగా ఉండడము, ఇటువంటివంతా కూడా డెవలప్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. ఎప్పుడవుతాయి? మనం రాముడిని మన అధిష్టాన దైవంగా పెట్టుకొని ఎప్పుడైతే మనము ఆరాధన చేస్తామో అట్లా అవుతుంది. అదే జగన్నాథుడిని పెట్టుకున్నారనుకోండి, జగన్నాథుడిని అధిష్టానంగా పెట్టుకుంటే ఇంట్లో కనీసం ఒక్కడన్నా అల్లరి వాడు ఉంటాడు, తప్పకుండా అల్లరి చేస్తాడు ఆయన. అలా ఎందుకంటే ఆ రసం వస్తుంది, ఆ రస భావన మనకి దాంట్లో వచ్చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. అలా మనము విగ్రహాలు పెట్టుకోవడము దేనికయ్యా అంటే, ఒకటి మనం సేవాభావం పెంచుకోవడానికి, మనకి ఆ రాముడితోని బంధము లేకుంటే జగన్నాథుడితోని బంధం పెంచుకోవడానికి, అలా పెంచుకున్న బంధాన్ని అభివృద్ధి చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళడానికి. మన గౌడీయ వాళ్ళ ఇస్కాన్లోని మూల సూత్రం మూలంగా ముఖ్యంగా చెప్పేది ఏమిటయ్యా అంటే, మనకి సంబంధము, అభిధేయము, ప్రయోజనము అని చెప్తారు. ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళకి సంబంధం ఉంది భగవంతుడితో, కానీ మనం మర్చిపోయి ఉంటాం, మనకి తెలియదు. మన సంబంధం కూడా కొన్ని చోట్ల ఎట్లుంటుందంటే, ఏదో నాకు పెళ్ళైతే నేను తిరుపతికి వస్తాను, లేకుంటే పెళ్ళైపోతేనో పిల్లాడు పుడితే గుడ్డు కొట్టిస్తానో, ఏదో ఇటువంటి సంబంధమే మనకి. ఆ సంబంధం నుంచి మనం ముందరికి వెళ్ళి ఆ భగవంతుడితోని నా ఆత్మ లేక నా ఆత్మ పరమాత్మ వీళ్ళిద్దరినీ కూడా కలిపే సంబంధాన్ని పెట్టుకోవడానికి సహకరించేది ఏమిటి అంటే ఈ విగ్రహారాధన. మామూలుగా వేరే మతాల వాళ్ళు అనొచ్చు, ఏమిటంటే విగ్రహారాధన మీరు చేస్తారు, అవంతా ఏముంది, అది కూడా రాయి లేక బొమ్మ లేక ఇంకోటే కదా అంటారు. కానీ కాదు, మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఆ మంత్రాల ద్వారా మనము వారిని ఇక్కడికి పిలుస్తామో ఆ మంత్రశక్తి దాంట్లో ఉంటుంది. ఆ తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు సంబంధం వచ్చేసింది, ఆ సంబంధాన్ని డెవలప్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? మనం వారికి రకరకాల సేవలు చేయాలి. ఎన్నెన్నో సేవలు ఉంటాయి, ఆ సేవలంతా కూడా చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళాలన్నమాట. భాగవతంలో ప్రభు 5 నిమిషాలు అన్నారు, నేను ఒక 2 నిమిషాలు ఎక్కువ తీసుకుంటున్నానేమో. భాగవతం అంటే హర్బోల్ అంటే బోలనా బోలం కదా. అయితే భాగవతంలో ఒక చోట వస్తుంది అనమాట. ధర్మరాజు అడుగుతాడు, ధర్మరాజు అర్జునుడు మొదటి స్కందంలో అర్జునుడు ద్వారకకి వెళ్ళి వచ్చిన తర్వాత ధర్మరాజు అడుగుతాడు, చాలా విషయాలలో ఒక విషయం అడుగుతాడు అనమాట. ఏమంటాడు అంటే, నీ ముఖము ఇవాళ బ్రాహ్మణుడి ఇంట్లోని దేవతా విగ్రహముగా వాడిపోయింది అంటాడు. గుర్తుందా ఎవరికల్లా? ఆయన 10-12 విషయాలు అడుగుతాడు. అడిగిన దాంట్లో ఈ మాట కూడా ఉందన్నమాట. ఏమంటారు అంటే, బ్రాహ్మణుడి ఇంట్లో విగ్రహముల దేవతా విగ్రహముగా వాడిపోయింది ఏమిటి అంటాడు. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమిటి అనేది బ్రాహ్మణులు సరిగ్గా చూసుకోరా అని కాదు. మనము విగ్రహం పెట్టేసుకున్నాము, లేకుంటే శ్రీ విగ్రహం వచ్చింది, ఆయనకి సరైన విధంగా సేవలు చేయకుండా మామూలుగా ఏమంటారు, శాస్త్రంలో ఇట్లా ఉంది, ధూపం ఇయ్యాలి ధూపం ఇద్దాం, ఇది కొంచెం చూసుకోవచ్చు, ధూపం ఇయ్యాలి ధూపం ఇద్దాము, పసుపు కుంకుమ ఇద్దాము అనేసి ఆ తర్వాత ఎట్లయిపోయి ఉంటుందంటే ఆయన ఎవరో తెలియకుండా తయారై ఉంటుంది. అది రాముడా, కృష్ణుడా, సీతనా, ఎవరు అన్నది తెలియదు, అలా ఉంటుంది. అక్కడంతా పసుపు కుంకుమలు పడిపోయి ఇంకోటి ఏదో అయిపోయి అలా ఉంటుంది. అంటే అట్లా ఊరికే ఆచారంగా కాదు, మనము అంటే ముఖ్యంగా ఇస్కాన్లో వీటిల్లో మనం సేవ ఎట్లా చేయాలయ్యా అంటే ప్రేమతోని సేవ చేయాలి. ఆ ప్రేమ బంధం పెరగాలి, అది అభిధేయము. మనకి ఆ ప్రేమతోని సేవ చేస్తూ చెయ్యడమే అది అభిధేయం. ఇది దీని తర్వాత ప్రయోజనము ఆ తర్వాత ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళకి మీకే ఇంట్లో తెలుస్తుంటుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే శ్రీ విగ్రహాన్ని ఆరాధన చేస్తూ ఉంటారో మీకే కొన్ని అనుభూతులు కలుగుతూ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. ఆ అనుభూతులే వాటికి వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చే ప్రయోజనము. ఇది మనము ఈ మానవ జన్మలో ఉన్నప్పుడు మనము అలవాటు చేసుకొని భగవంతుణ్ణి ఆరాధన చేసుకుంటూ ఉండడమే చాలా ముఖ్యమైన విషయం అన్నమాట. దానివల్ల మనకి సంబంధం పెరుగుతుంది, అభిధేయం ఆయనతోని ప్రేమ పెరుగుతుంది, దానివల్ల మనకి ప్రయోజనం కూడా కలుగుతుంది. హరే కృష్ణ. నిజానికి నేను పద్మావతజీ అరవింద్ ప్రభువులకి కూడా థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పాలి. ఈ నవరాత్రులలో అంటే వసంత నవరాత్రులలో మనకి అలాంటి అవకాశం దొరకడం కూడా చాలా అదృష్టమే, నిజానికి అదృష్టమే. అంటే నాకు ఇంకొక రకమైన ఇది ఏమిటి అంటే, నిన్న రంగనాథుడు, శ్రీదేవి, భూదేవి, గరుత్మంతుడికి ఒక చోట అలంకారం చేయాల్సి వచ్చింది. నన్ను వాళ్ళు లాస్ట్లో పిలిచారు, లాస్ట్లో అంటే మామూలుగా పిలిచారు, ప్రభు మీరు వస్తారా అని. సరేలే వెళ్దామని వెళ్ళాను. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత నేనే ఆయనకు అలంకారం చేయడము అదంతా జరిగితే అనిపించింది, ఆహా భగవంతుడు పిలిపించుకున్నాడు కదా, పిలిపించుకొని చేయించుకున్నాడే అని. ఇవాళ 2వ రోజు కూడా ఇక్కడ అలంకారం చేయడము ఇదంతా కూడా మనకి భగవత్ అనుగ్రహము, గురుదేవుల అనుగ్రహం. అలాగే మీ అందరికీ కూడా నిజంగా అనుగ్రహం ఏమిటి అంటే ఆయనని చూడగలగడం చాలా గొప్ప విషయం అన్నమాట. దీనికి ఒక చిన్న విషయం చెప్తాను. మీరు అనుకోవచ్చు చాలామంది అంటే నేను చాలా ఏళ్ల నుంచి చేస్తున్నాను అనుకోండి, దేవుడి దగ్గరగా ఉండి పూజలు చేయడం, రథయాత్రలు రథం మీద ఉండడము, ఇటువంటివి చేస్తూ ఉంటాను. ఒకసారి ఒకరు అన్నారు నాతో, ఏమన్నారంటే ప్రభు మీరు చాలా అదృష్టవంతులు, బాగా దేవుడికి దగ్గరగా ఉంటారు ఏంటి అని. అంటే అనుకున్నాను, ఓహో అవును బాగానే ఉంది అని. కానీ వెంటనే మళ్ళీ అనిపించింది, ఎక్కడి అదృష్టము, నేను ఆ పక్కన ఉంటానే కానీ అక్కడ నుంచి మీరు చూస్తున్నప్పుడు కనిపించే ఈ వైభోగము నాకు అక్కడ తెలుస్తుందా? తెలియదు. అదేదో సామెత చెప్తారు కదా, ప్రభుపాద చెప్తారు, రాజుగారి కిరీటం మీద ఈగ అన్నట్టుగా ఒకటి సామెత అంటారు ఆయన. అట్లా దగ్గరగా ఉన్నాం, కానీ మీరు అనుభవించేది, మీరు కీర్తన ఆయనని చూసి నేత్రాలు అందము మాకు కలగదు. అంటే అఫ్కోర్స్ మేము దూరం వెళ్ళి చూస్తే కలుగుతుందేమో ఆ విషయం, కానీ నిజానికైతే మాత్రము ఆ రకంగా కూడా మీరు ఇంకా చాలా అదృష్టవంతులు. ఎక్కువసేపు కూడా చూడండి మీ హృదయాలలో, అలా చూడండి, ఆ భగవంతుని మీ హృదయాలలో ప్రతిష్ఠించుకోండి. ఆ భగవంతుడు మిమ్మల్ని. హరే కృష్ణ.
Krishna Katha Prabhu ki. There are many de-installations that have happened in our satsang by the hands of Prabhuji. Without Prabhuji being here, I don't think we would have been doing the de-installation in such a beautiful way. When Arvind Prabhu and Padma Mataji they decided to install I was asking, whom are you calling? They said, they're calling Krishna Katha Haribol. I said, this is the perfection. So let us thank Prabhuji with 3 loud Haribols. Only when a devotee calls, Krishna comes. He doesn't come with any mantras and mudras. Only when, with devotion, he is called here, he comes. And when they have come here, it definitely adds a lot of responsibility for this family who has invited them. And we all should pray intensely that they should be able to serve them nicely. They should be able to keep them, they're already happy. Actually, they don't expect anything. They expect is love. And they already have that love. But we should pray for the health of this family so that they are in good health to take care of them. Of course, Krishna will take care of their health. But we are praying. But we are praying that Krishna, please bless this family, this wonderful family, Arvind Prabhu, Padma Mataji and 2 daughters. That, every day they will witness this darshan. Right? How beautiful darshan. How many people have such a darshan in their house? Right? Very fortunate, right? Very fortunate to have. Having deities is a very, very fortunate thing. Prabhupada told, when you are away from the temple, a grahastha should have deities. So that will keep them fixed in devotion. Otherwise, they'll easily get diverted here and there. Deity size doesn't matter. Small, big doesn't matter. But we needed big deities for Rath Yatras, and I'm very happy to see big deities. Size matters. In a way. Right? And we also have Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. Earlier we had Raja Ramesh Prabhu and Tulsi Mataji. Are they here? Yes. So they had this Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Darbar, Ram Darbar they call, them. Now we have another, Ram Darbar here. Are there any more? Am I missing anyone? Santosh Ahitya Prabhu. Yeah, now Sanatan Rup Prabhu. Haribol. Sanatan Rup Prabhu and Anuradha. Padma Priya Mataji. Yes. We all should remember the initial names. Very important. They also have a Ram Darbar. We have one more Ram Darbar. And I was talking to Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. Actually, he was supposed to come. And he was supposed to be here. Today's day was decided that Prabhuji will be here. But Krishna had a different plan. Krishna kept him in Kuwait, for like 3 weeks, holded with the war. And he used that time to finish the Brihad Bhagavatamrita Shubhodhani. Second part, he told. I completely used that time. And the devotees in Kuwait are so fortunate that Prabhuji is held up there. And they could take maximum association. But Prabhuji is coming again. So Prabhuji is coming on 27th on the Ram Navami day. Hopefully, if he comes, we will have another satsang. I was going to ask, where is Dasraj Prabhu and Manasa Mataji? They are outside. They are outside, okay. So they were saying they are going to celebrate in a big way in Aparna, Lake Breeze. If things work out, maybe Gaurang Darshan Prabhu can come to that program. Yeah, if that works out, if they come at the right time. He is demanded everywhere. We want to hear Krishna Katha. Yes, so I am trying to bring Gaurang Darshan Prabhu with your permission. Please. Because Prabhuji might have prepared. So, idea, and on 30th, on 27th is coming, 28th is Saturday. They are celebrating Sri Ram Navami in My Home Jewel, and Prabhuji is giving a class there. So that's a full-fledged class in My Home Jewel. That also is planned. 29 programs are planned in 14 days. No, actually more than that. More than that. So many programs. And all the places he is giving Rama Katha. There is a special lecture called Ramayana in one shloka. So he is doing that in Telugu. Telugu kuda chaala lectures istunnarandi Sir Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. My mother specifically demanded, saying that I want Telugu lectures. Naaku undalsina Telugu lectures. We are calling devotees, they are not telling in Telugu. So we have Telugu lectures, English lectures, all is planned up. And most importantly, Hanumanji is here. As looking at Hanumanji, such a wonderful personality who protects us from, so many things, right? How many here know Hanuman Chalisa? We'll sing once?
Yes.
We'll take 2 minutes.
Yes.
जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति नवर सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विरज सुबेशा कुंज केशा दूजे विरज जननी सजन सूर्य जैसे नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवन विद्यावान गुणी अति चतुर राम कंच देखो रसिया राम लखन सीता बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप करे सिहाई सितावा विकट रूप करे लंक जरावा भीम रूप करे असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के कथ संहार लय संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरि सुर लाए रघुपति गिनी बहुत बढ़ाए तुम नाम प्रिय भरत ही संभाए सास बदन तुम्हारी ऐस गावे उसमें श्रीपति कंठ लगावे शंकर यम कुबेर दिक्पाल राम तुम्हारो मंत्र माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना सहस्र जोतर पर मधुर कर जान प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जलधि लंघ के अचरज नाही दुर्गम सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे राम द्वारे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु ऐसा सब सुख लही तुम्हारी शरण तुम रक्षक को डरना संभालो आप सिंहो लोग महावीर जब नाम सुनावे हनुमान छुड़ावे मंत्र वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा इनके और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे जो ही अमित जीवन फल पावे युक्त प्रकार तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे नवनीत के दीन जानकी मां राम रसायन तुम्हारे साथ सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे फिर जन्म जन्म हरि भक्त कहाए और देवता सुख तुम से ही सर्व सुख करे संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की न्याय जो सत्फल जो ये पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होए सिद्धि सखी गौरीशा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चीरा कीजे दास भवत में संकट हरण मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय सूर धूप हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हनुमान जी की सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की सुदर्शन चक्र की ताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंद। We'd like to call the host here 1 minute. You know, Arvind Prabhu and Padma Mataji, last word from their family. Huh? What is it? You want to sing?
Ramayanam.
No.
Does
anyone want to do it? Or? Yeah. Give the mic. For the pleasure of Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman, let us witness Ramayana.
पराकर राम शुद्ध ब्रह्म पराकर राम कालात्मक परमेश्वर राम कालात्मक परमेश्वर राम शेषकल्प सुख निद्रित राम शेषकल्प सुख निद्रित राम ब्रह्माद्यमराधित राम संतकिरण कुलमंगल राम घोर पावन जन पावन राम दुष्टविराज विनाशन राम दुष्टविराज विनाशन राम शरभंग सुतीक्ष्णार्चित राम शरभंग सुतीक्ष्णार्चित राम अगस्त्यानुग्रहवर्धित राम अगस्त्यानुग्रहवर्धित राम हृदयपाशं सेवित राम सेवित राम पंचवटी घटसुस्थित राम पंचवटी घटसुस्थित राम शूर्पणखाविधायक राम शूर्पणखाविधायक राम करदूषणमुखमर्दन राम करदूषणमुखमर्दन राम सीताप्रिय हरिनाथ राम सीताप्रिय हरिनाथ राम
ఫ్లవర్స్ ఉన్నాయి రోజ్ పెటల్స్
Bag.